pour versus pour que, or afin de versus afin que, in French with FrenchSpanishOnline.com. We're going to see how to use these expressions and the difference between them. First, pour means, of course, for, you know it, but we are not going to see here all the meaning of this word pour. And also, to, when it is followed with an infinitive, in French and in English. Now, pour que means so that, in order that, and it is followed with the subjunctive mood in French. So let's see now some examples on how to use it. First, pour. Well, pour and an infinitive, or afin de. When the meaning of pour here is in order to, and you need a second point, the subjects of the sentence are the same. So let's see how. Il viendra pour nous aider. He will come to help us. As you can see here, we have to followed with the verb, the infinitive form, because it is to help. So in French, we are going to use pour and infinitive, and also because the subjects of the two verbs are the same. Here we have come. So who is going to come? He. And who is going to help us? Again, he. For this reason, because we have twice the same subject, we are going to use just pour followed with the infinitive form of the verb. Il viendra pour nous aider. Here, because the meaning of to is in order to, so we can also use the word afin de. Il viendra afin de nous aider. So here, il viendra pour nous aider or afin de nous aider is correct. As you can see, we need the preposition de. Il est d'accord pour nous aider. So he agrees to help us. So you can't say he agrees in order to help us. So here too is not in order to. For this reason, you can't use afin de here. Because the meaning of afin de is just in order to. So, il est d'accord pour nous aider is correct. But again, it's not possible to use afin de. And why it is correct? Because again, we have twice the same subject. Who agrees actually is he, and to help us, he again. Je révise pour savoir ma leçon par cœur. So I am reviewing to know my lesson by heart. So again, here the subject of to know is I, because I want to know my lesson by heart. So the translation of to is pour savoir, because we have to followed with the infinitive form. And you can also say afin de, of course, because it is in order to know my lesson by heart. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to translate from English to French word for word. For example, here they are digging for oil. Well, in French here we need a verb. So that's why we're going to say il creuse pour trouver du pétrole. But again, we just use pour because we have the same subject. Who is digging actually is they are digging, il, and who is going to find, again, they. So the same subject, so we can use just pour. Let's see now the difference with the expression pour que or afin que. Pour que is followed with the subjunctive mood in French, and the subject in this case are not the same. Leave your bag here for someone to steal it. So here we understand the subject of leave is you, because I'm speaking to you, leave your bag here, and the subject of to steal is someone. So two subjects. For this reason here, we can't translate for with just pour. We need pour que. Laisse ton sac ici pour que on te le vole. Laisse ton sac ici pour qu'on te le vole. And here, the form is a subjunctive mood. Of course, you know that for the verb of the first group in French ending in er, the subjunctive and the indicative are the same. Dis-lui pour qu'il soit au courant. So tell him for him to be aware. So again, tell. Who is going to tell? Actually, you, so one subject. And here, to be aware. Who is going to be aware? Him, a second subject. For this reason, for is going to be pour que. Dis-lui pour que. And we need the subjunctive form of the verb to be. Dis-lui pour qu'il soit au courant. Pour que tu m'aimes encore, the famous Celine Dion song, Pour que tu m'aimes encore in French, so that you will love me again. So, the same thing here. We need the subjunctive mood here. This one is a bit tricky, to protect them for not working on Sunday, so we have to translate to and for. Well, to translate to here, to protect, because we have the infinitive, so we are going to use the pour with the infinitive in French too, pour les protéger, and here for not working on Sundays. So actually the subject is not the same here, so we are going to translate for with pour que. The subject is not the same because to protect, yes, we are going to do something to protect them, so the subject of to protect is not them. They are not going to protect themselves here. So the subject of to protect and to work is different. That's why here we need pour que and the subjunctive mood. Pour les protéger, pour qu'ils ne travaillent pas le dimanche. Or, pour les protéger, afin qu'ils ne travaillent pas le dimanche. Here again, you can also say afin que tu m'aimes encore. Dis-lui afin qu'il soit au courant. Ok? Laisse ton sac ici afin qu'on te le vole. So here you can use pour que or afin que. I hope it's a bit clear or clearer for you. C'est fini. Thank you for watching this slide with me. If you want to read the script, you can go to FrenchSpanishOnline.com. You can, of course, drop me a line, and if you need a new lesson, the same thing. So, see you next time. Au revoir.